Hi everyone, this is Garan, welcome to my channel. Today I'm gonna show you a nice little pair of mics that are really cheap and are gonna be great if you have an home studio, if you do your own recordings, and in general if you need a mic to use in various situations. I'm talking about this guy. It's the NEEWER NW-410. It comes in a pair, it's a stereo pair. It's a small diaphragm condenser mic. It comes in a box. It's this box right here, this one, which is really nice. And what is really cool about these microphones is that you will also get some other capsules that will allow you to change the polar pattern. So you're gonna get cardioid, super cardioid, and omnidirectional, which makes them really versatile and gives you the chance to use them in a lot of situations actually. So you're also gonna get some clips and some windshields that I actually never used. The first impression is that they are built really well actually for the price that they cost. They are quite heavy, they have a nice feeling at the touch, so it doesn't feel cheap plasticky at all. It seems really more expensive than what it is. Of course, it's not super high-end microphone, so it has some little flaws in terms of the build. For example, the logos that are printed, they tend to erase if you touch it a lot. Also, the screwing capsules are not really smooth, but honestly I don't really care about these details because all I care is how it sounds and what I can do with them. So as I said, they are really cheap and they are recently back on Amazon, and for a little while they weren't available, so it was a shame, but now they are available again, and I suggest you to consider them if you need some mics, some workhorse mics, because they are really good, I think. Right now they are about 80 euros, which I would suggest to wait a little bit and see if they go like in the 60, 70 euros price, and I think that is a really good price. I got mine for like 70 something, so I think that is really good price for them. So you're hearing it right now recording my voice. It's about half a meter away from me, and I'm gonna take it, I'm gonna put it right in front of me. I'm gonna talk much closer to it just to show some the proximity effect, and I'm gonna also compare it with another mic. So here we are. I'm now recording into the Neewer and the AKG 414 XLS, which is of course a much higher end microphone. But this is just to show you, well, the proximity effect, of course, and how this microphone sound when it's much closer. I'm about 5 to 7 centimeters away from it, but also to compare how this very cheap mic sounds against a much more expensive one like the AKG, which is like 10 times more expensive. So it's a big difference. Of course it's not a fair comparison, first of all because the AKG is a large diaphragm condenser mic, but also and most importantly for the price difference, which of course it's huge. But you know, this is just to show you how a very cheap mic can sound when put against a well established sound that we all know and love, which is the AKG 414. And I think it's really usable. It's not as pristine, as flat, as pure sounding. Of course, you're gonna need maybe a little bit of tweaks to make it sound more natural, more realistic, whatever. But I think that for a budget option, this is really good. So now I'm gonna use them to record some instruments. I'm gonna use them as overheads, both with Omni and cardioid capsules. I'm gonna use them with the acoustic and the classical guitar in an XY configuration. Hope you enjoyed. So what do you think about it? I think it's really good. I really liked the omnidirectional overhead sound. It's really roomy, really vibey. I think it makes for a really good room sound if you use them a little far away from the drums. So to conclude, what I think about these mics, I think they are really good. As I said, they are really cheap, so you can't go wrong with them. They are quite flat, not extremely flat, but they have quite balanced sound. They are a little bit rounder compared to other mics, to other small diaphragm condenser mics. So it's nice in some occasions. You have the multipolar pattern option, which is awesome for this price. Again, we're talking about $70 average. And what would I use them for? So I really think that you can find a lot of applications for this. You can use them as overheads to record hi-hats, rides, acoustic instruments. But I think that given the price and the fact that they are a stereo pair, I think they are really useful if you need to record a lot of stuff at the same time. Like, you know, if you're recording a large drum set and you need a couple mics more to spot record some cymbals or something else, maybe the drummer has some percussions, or if you're recording a percussion ensemble, a set of percussion with a lot of little instruments. So anything that needs to be supported in a very large scenario. For example, another scenario that I would use them is in an orchestra. Maybe you are starting to record an orchestra, or you are a live engineer that needs to amplify an orchestra and you don't have a lot of mics to do it. So you need some cheap options that will get the job done. These are really great. I actually use them with an orchestra in a live situation to amplify the front row of the string sections. It's really nice. What else? Choir, yes, a choir. If you are recording a choir, if you are amplifying a choir, again, you want to put 3 or 4 mics in a row in front of the choir. These are really good. Anything else you can imagine, I think they're good. If you can even record the reverb. If you are recording an orchestra or some acoustic ensembles, you can record the room, put them away from the instruments, and get a really nice distant sound. Drum room mics also really good. I think anything really, you can always find an application for them, and that's why I really like them, because if I need something to be supported, I really pick this out quite often if I don't have much more expensive options, but even then I'm more than happy to use this. So there's nothing more to it. Hope you liked this little review. Tell me what you think about these microphones, leave me a comment below. Yeah, tell me if you have it and you like it. Tell me what you use it for. I really like them, and I would like to see more person using them. It will be really cool. So thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed it. See you next time.